It's great connecting with you all. In yesterday's class, we learned karma and we learned the law of karma. We learned there are three types of karma: sukarma, vikarma, and akarma. Sukarma are good actions, vikarma are bad actions, and akarma are neutral actions. We learned that actions performed in being soul conscious and in the remembrance of God is sukarma. The opposite of sukarma, the bad actions performed being in body consciousness, are called vikarma. Actions being performed being in soul consciousness but not benefiting anyone, they are the waste actions. They are only just our needs. They are neither bad nor good. These actions are called a karma. We learn that there is nothing as luck. It is all our karma, the result of our karmas. The karma rules are: first, each of my action is accountable. My past affects my present, and my present affects my future. I get what I deserve. Nothing happens by chance. No one can snatch others' fortune. I am responsible for my present state. None of these are responsible for one's present situation. We all have a big misunderstanding that God, fate, Vastu, astrology, rituals, and black magic are responsible for our present situation. But we are wrong. We are only responsible for our present situation. Why rebirth? Rebirth is for eternity, for karma accountability, for actors in world drama. Rebirth of human souls can be in different genders, nationalities, religions, social status, and abilities. But never ever can a human soul can go into an animal body. A human soul takes a human body only. As is the seed, so is the tree. This means that if you sow the seed of apple, then you will get apple tree only, not banana tree or mango tree. Rebirth evidences: first, child prodigy; second, past life regression; and third, past life memories. And there are many talks which explains us karma and rebirth. Today, our honorable and ethical B.K. Shivika Didi is here with new presentations, new thoughts, and new ideas to explain us a new topic. We all students give her a welcome with beautiful flowers and greetings with one hand. Welcome, Didi ji.
Thank you so much, Ambika. Thanks to you for the beautiful explanation. So, is everyone ready today for the new session? Okay, today I have recorded this session because we shall be listening to the history of Brahma Baba. I already have a recording of it. So I shall be playing that recording. And if there is any question of yours, so we shall be taking those questions later because it is just a 45-minute, I believe 45-minute video. So we shall be having plenty of time afterwards to listen to your questions. So this history is a very beautiful history, and I hope you all will be very attentively listening to it. So if you have any questions in your mind, you can just write it down. Okay, just write whatever questions you have. So we shall be taking all your questions later on. Okay. So I will be playing this for you. Wait a minute, what happened?
Now knowing about the history of the Brahmakumaris institution, and as now you have gone through so many classes now, and we have got a deep understanding of all the things which are happening, and what soul is, what God is, and how we can connect to God. You know what Rajika meditation is all about, but then how God came and how the whole thing started, and how this task of God, the generation part, the sthapna part, the recreation of the new world, how God is doing that. So we will be listening to the history of this institution now, that how he transformed a normal ordinary human being and he converted him into Brahma, and then how he became instrumental in changing the human beings and transforming human beings, and how God used him as an instrument to transform the souls of the world, and now how he is bringing the new world, the golden age. So the story starts with the story of Dada Lekhraj. So Dada Lekhraj, as you might have heard about his history, about his earlier life, that he was a jeweler, and he was a very famous jeweler. In otherwise he was just a self-made man, because he took birth in a family which was not that rich, a middle class family, and his parents died very early in his childhood, and then he himself learned this profession of diamonds, and he identifies diamonds very. He was a very proficient person who used to he was having the power to discern what diamond is of what value. So he became a diamond merchant, and he became very famous, and his interactions and all of his business was with the famous Rajas and Maharajas of India. He used to visit those Rajas and Maharajas. He used to go to Nepal, Calcutta, and all around the world, even in Rajasthan. So he was having a very vast, his business was spread out in the whole of India. So he took birth in Hyderabad, Sindh, and it was the time when India and Pakistan, they were not separated, they were all together. And in Hyderabad, Sindh, with this business of being a diamond merchant, he then got married to a woman. Her name was Yashoda, and he was having 5 children, 3 girls and 2 boys. Then he was going along in his life, and he was a very nice soul. He was always, he always kept himself doing good things, and he was donating things. He was a Punya Atma, and he kept donating so many things to the people. And then he was also a good bhakta. He was a devotee of Lord Vishnu, and he used to do a lot of and involved in bhakti of Vishnu. Then there was a time in his life that some unique things happened. So when he was at the age of 60, he thought that because now I am 60 years old, so now I should wind up my business, and I should do more devotion. I should be a renunciate, absolute renunciate, and now I should divert my mind from business to only worshipping God, so that I can receive salvation. And in his intellect there was some kind of a search of God. So he was continuously in search of God. He was thinking who God is, and how I can connect to the God, and how I can meet with God. So there was a continuous search in his mind. Then when he was when he was of the age of 60, so what happened, once he was remembering Lord Vishnu, and he saw Lord Vishnu right in front of him. He got a divine vision of Vishnu, where he saw various forms of Vishnu in front of him, and it was a beautiful scene that emerged, and Lord Vishnu emerged in front of him, and then he said something, and it was not a kind of a blessing or or blessing kind of tathastu or something. No, but it was aham vishnu tattvam, aham vishnu tattvam. This is what Vishnu said to him. The meaning of that is, I am Vishnu and so are you. So I am Vishnu, so are you. So the meaning of that, brought him into a lot of confusions, that why Vishnu ji is saying that I am Vishnu and so are you. So I am also Vishnu, how is it possible? So he with a lot of confusions in his mind, but the happiness that he received afterwards, because the God that he was worshipping, the Lord that he was worshipping, that Lord just appeared in front of him and blessing him and giving him sakshatkar, giving him his darshan. So that was the ultimate aim of his. So he was so astonished, so overwhelmed with this divine vision, that he went to see his guru. And Baba was a great bhakt, so he just had lot of gurus for him. He was having 12 gurus, and he was having lot of faith in gurus. Then he went to see one of his guru, and he asked him that why I had this vision and what is the significance of it, that why did Vishnu ji said that I am Vishnu and so are you. So then when he felt that Guruji is not knowing anything about him, and it is not because of him, but there is no contribution of his guru to have the vision of God. So when he saw the face expressions and the feelings of his guru, then he realized that my guru's contribution is nil in this regard. Maybe the God has become happy and God has has come to meet me, because he has realized that I am a great bhakt, I am a great devotee of Lord Vishnu. So he just came to give me the sakshatkar, to give me the divine vision. Then a lot of questions started coming in his mind, and his mind became so much diverted from his business. So he thought that I will be now dedicating most of my time worshipping God. So he went from Hyderabad, Sindh. He got transferred to Banaras, and then he sat there by the shores of river Ganga, and he used to read Gita a lot. He started worshipping God a lot. Then in Banaras, he got another vision. That divine vision was of the destruction of the whole world. What he saw that by three means the whole world is getting destroyed. One of that is through civil war. There is going to be people killing each other, and there is so many blood shedding events happening in the world, and people have become people are just cutting throats of each one. So there is a civil war happening. Then the second thing is the world is getting destroyed through atomic war. The atomic bombs are being dropped everywhere, and that's how he saw millions of people are dying. And then the third scene that he had, the third thing that he saw, it was the natural calamities. Then he saw that all the five elements, they are also contributing in destroying the world. There are a lot of tsunamis coming, and the wind is blowing in such a manner. There are cyclones and there are tornadoes everywhere, and there are forests burning everywhere. So all the five elements, there are a lot of earthquakes happening. So a lot of people, millions and billions of people are dying just like that. So he saw these three things, and he saw that destruction is happening by these three means. And then he got so disturbed with this scene, and he immediately cried. And he said that, oh God, why are you showing me this scene? What is the significance of it? Why am I having this vision? What do you want from me? Why are you showing me all this? Then after a few days, he had the vision of Param Dham, of the supreme abode. And he had a very beautiful vision of the red light, where the Brahma Tattva, the sixth element. And he saw there is a lot of peace in that world. It's a world of silence, absolute silence, no bodies at all, non-corporeal world, where he saw that there is a star which is shining up above the whole cluster of the souls. And then he saw that there are all the souls, just like a tree of souls is there, and each and every soul is shining so brightly. So it is like a cluster of the souls, a very big tree of the souls. Then he, with this vision, he had the experience of so much of silence, and he enjoyed that vision a lot. And then afterwards he saw those souls are coming down onto the earth. Every time he's just watching that the souls are coming down onto the earth, and when those souls are coming on the earth, they become just like deities. They acquire the body of a deity and they become like devta, and the whole world is just like heaven. It is like Swarg and paradise. There is peace everywhere, there is happiness everywhere, there is prosperity everywhere. Each and every human being is so elevated in all the qualities, and that's what he saw. And that world was so beautiful, where there is no grief, no pain, then there is no suffering. And when he was just experiencing that happiness of the world, he listened something. It was just like an oracle saying something. Then oracle was that the oracle was, this world is going to be made by you. You have to make this world. You have to make this world golden age. You have to transform the world. Then there was a confusion in his mind that I'm just an ordinary human being. How am I going to transform this world into heaven? How am I going to make the world a paradise? I'm just a small diamond merchant. I'm an ordinary person, just like another person of the world. How am I going to do this? So with all these questions in mind, he was, put into more confusion. His mind was so much, diverted from the things of the world, from all the materialistic things now don't attract him. Then whenever he used to see diamonds, he used to think these are nothing but just stones and pebbles, nothing else. So his interest in his business was gradually, coming down. He didn't had any interest then in his business. So after having all these visions, then Baba went to Kolkata, because he thought that if I will be in Banaras, then I won't be able to do anything. So what I should do now, I should wind up my business, and I should whatever business I had in Kolkata. So he thought of winding up everything, and then he had some kind of an agreement with his partner, where he gave his business, half of his business, to his partner, and then had the rest of it, and he sell it, and whatever money he was left he came with that money to Hyderabad, Sindh. Now, when he returned back to Hyderabad, Sindh, and his all of his children, all of his family was very much concerned for him, because they thought, now Baba, what has happened to Baba? Baba has become so simple, and Baba's thinking process has changed a lot. He has become a Vairagi now, a renunciate now, and he talks so different. He's continuously reading Gita and doing a lot of bhakti, lot of devotion, involved in a lot of devotion. Then once there was an event when a guru was there in his house, and he was doing a pravachan. Some kind of satsang was happening in his house, and in that satsang the guru was giving a lecture, and there was a niyam, there was a discipline in the satsang that no one should stand up, no one is allowed to leave the satsang when the guru is speaking something. But then Baba himself, he stood up and he went into his room. So everyone was overwhelmed. Then what has happened to Baba? Why did he leave the satsang like that? Then his daughter-in-law, she stood up and she went into Baba's room to see what has happened to him. Then when she just entered into Baba's room, she saw that the whole room was lit by the golden red light, and there was lot of brilliance, extraordinary brilliance. The light was coming from Baba's forehead, and there was some power in him. And then she just sat there in front of Baba, and then she asked, Baba, what is happening to you? And then when she said that, there was few words spoken by Baba. From Baba's mouth, few words came, and that power which has entered into Baba, that power said, Nijanand Rupam Shivoham Shivoham, Prem Swarupam Shivoham Shivoham, Prakash Swarupam Shivoham Shivoham. The meaning of that was that I am the one who's eternally blissful. My name is Shiva. I am the one who's the ocean, who is the embodiment of peace. My name is Shiva. I am the one who's embodiment of light. My name is Shiva. I am the one who's the embodiment of knowledge. My name is Shiva. So that was the meaning of those words. Then with those words, after saying those words, that power just went away. And when Baba came into his consciousness, he also heard those words. And then Baba talked to her, to his daughter-in-law, and he said there was something happening to me, and there was a power who entered inside me, and he was speaking. I don't know who he was, but he just came inside me and he started speaking. I also heard those words, but I don't know who he was and what is happening and what God wants from me. I am totally confused. I don't know what I should do. But after that, there's a lot of transformation happened in Baba's life, and Baba started reading Gita. And when Baba used to read Gita, all his family members, they would come and sit in front of him. And that's how whenever all the family members, when the Baba would do Om Dhwani, then those family members, they started seeing Lord Krishna instead of Baba. They used to see Lord Krishna standing in front of them, not the Baba, and they would try to catch Lord Krishna. But then Baba would just feel that why these my family members are coming to catch me, because Baba was not aware what they were seeing. It was the magic of Shiv Paramatma, the god Shiva, who entered into Brahma Baba's body, and he was the one who was making these people to have the divine visions. It was him only who was showing Lord Krishna through him, but he was not aware, that the Lekhraj was not aware that what is happening to everyone. Now these things became so popular. Baba became very much popular, and the news spread like anything. The whole Hyderabad Sindh then just had the news that whenever, if you see Dada Lekhraj, you will get the vision of Lord Krishna from him. And that's how people started coming there and meeting Baba. And Baba used to meet them, and they used to sit, and when Baba used to do Om Dhwani, or when Baba used to talk to them, then they would have the visions of Vaikunt, they would have the visions of the paradise, and they would seek Shri Krishna. Some of them started dancing with Shri Krishna. So they used to do a lot of things, and this news became so popular that even in America, in Times News magazine, that thing was published, that there is a Dada Lekhra, there is a Baba in Bharat, in India, who by seeing him, one gets the vision of Lord Krishna. So that thing became so popular, and then many people started coming and seeing Baba after that. Now the most peculiar thing about those visions were mostly had by the women, and there were a lot of matas, the mothers, the kumaris, and lot of sisters who were coming there, and they had the vision. It was not the visions were not very famous amongst the male, but the female were getting the more vision. And when they used to visit Baba, everyone used to have those visions, and it was just like a result of their devotion, a kind of a fruit of their devotion. They are getting that fruit. Then because that was the time when the mothers, the sisters, and the kumaris, the women were experiencing lot of they were put in a lot of bondage. They were having a lot of bandhan in their family. The parda system was there, and the women was just thought of being an instrument to have pleasure, and there was no rights of the women. And that was the time when in Hyderabad Sindh, the Sindh community kept their women always in the house. They were not allowed to visit places, they were not allowed to go outside much and not have the experiences of the world. And their husbands used to travel a lot, because the Sindhi community is very much famous for the businesses that they do. So their husbands used to travel worldwide, and those women started coming to Baba, and they used to have a lot of visions of Baba, and soon there was a huge gathering in front of Baba. Many mothers and some brothers also, they started coming in front of Baba, and now Shiv Baba was having a lot of audience where he could speak the knowledge, where he could give the Gita Gyan. The reason for showing all those Sakshatkar was to have a big gathering, a huge gathering, so that there are much people who can listen to now Shiv Baba. And then Shiv Baba started giving the knowledge of soul, about the supreme soul, about his own identity. Shiv Baba started telling about what soul is, what we all are, and he also gave his own introduction, and he gave the knowledge of the past, present and future of the whole world. And that's how he revealed every secret of the world, and he revealed the whole knowledge to these souls. He revealed the whole secrets in front of them, and then gradually he also told them that this soul, whose body I have taken, this soul has got a very peculiar role to play. He said he is the same soul who was Shri Krishna in the golden age, and now after 84 births, this soul has become Dada Lekhraj, and now I have entered into his body, and now I am making him Brahma. I am transforming him. Otherwise, you see, you all are Brahma. Each one of you who's listening to this knowledge, we all are Brahma in a sense, because we create children. We are having our creations. Our family is our creation. But who is the one who created the whole humanity? So this is the one who is Prajapita, who is the father of the whole humanity. So Brahma Baba, so Shiv Baba, Shiv Parampita Paramatma, the Supreme Father, he changed his name. From Dada Lekhraj, he started saying that he is the one who is Brahman, who is Brahma, and from whose mouth you children are now taking birth, and therefore you are mouth-born Brahmins. So you all are real Brahmins, because you have taken birth from the real Brahma. And now with the dharana, with all the inculcation of divine virtues, you will be transforming yourself, and then after transforming yourself, you will be becoming just like deities in the golden age. And that's how Baba named this whole gathering, about 350 children who came. Among these 350 children, lot of children were mothers, some Kumaris were there, and some brothers were also there. But the first Kanya who came into this knowledge and surrendered herself, her name was Om Radhe. She was just 17 years old. And when she came, Baba revealed that she is the one who is going to be Goddess Lakshmi in Golden Age. She is the real Saraswati. She is the one whom people now remember as Goddess Saraswati, the Devi of Vidya, the Goddess of Knowledge. So she is the one, and Baba made her the administrative head of the whole organization of the Om Mandali, and laterwards the institution is called Prajapita Brahmakumari Ishwariya Vishwavidyalaya. So Baba said, I am the one who has established this yagya. I am the one who is making this godly university. In 1937, Baba gave this institution a name. That's a godly university, Prajapita Brahmakumari Ishwariya Vishwavidyalaya, where you all children are this godly students, and you are studying, you are real Brahmins. And then this is how the things, started moving. And then all these children were receiving sustenance from Shiv Baba and Brahma Baba. And then Shiv Baba said, now, because the women is the one who's going to transform the whole world. People have let down the women. People have not understood the real power of the women, and so they have underestimated the power of women. So now I am going to uplift women. I am going to show them the path, that I am going to prove this thing, that women is the actual power who will transform everything. She is Shiv Shakti. She is the power. She will become the goddess one day. So Shiv Baba said, hand over everything to the women. So Brahma Baba, he willed everything in the name of all the mothers and the sisters who came in this gathering in Om Mandali. So they became the real, the real owners of whatever Baba was having, of the yajna which Shiv Baba started. And then Baba put all of those brothers and sisters into Tapasya Bhatti for 14 years. And why 14 years? You must have heard in the scriptures that even Rama and Lakshman and Sita ji, they went for 14 years of Vanvas, and they went into forest for 14 years. Then even Pandavas experienced the Vanvas of 14 years. So what is the significance of 14? It is taken from here, where Shiv Baba made all the Brahmins to practice purification process, to undergo into a transformation period of themselves for 14 years. And that Baba named as Bhatti, because Bhatti is something where if you put something into the Bhatti, it starts changing its form. For example, if you are going to put coal into the Bhatti, the coal is going to leave all the black, all the quality of the coal. It will transform from black to golden and then white. And then if you are going to put the brick into the bhatti, the brick will be, just become hard, and it is going to become strong. So in the same way, if the soul is being put into the yoga bhatti, that's how the soul will regain all its powers. The soul has now become weak. The battery of the soul has depleted a lot. But now if the soul is going to be put into the yoga bhatti, into the yoga agni, and with the constant remembrance of God Shiva, the soul is going to regain all its lost powers, and soul will become powerful. And that's how Shiv Baba made to experience 14 years of intense meditation, intense tapasya. And that's how these 350 people, they became so strong in their qualities, so strong in their virtues. And then later, when India and Pakistan went through separation, and then Shiv Baba said, I always come in Bharat. My birthplace is Bharat. I always incarnate in Bharat, not in another country. So you will have to go to Bharat. So then Brahma Baba, he took the whole Om Mandali from the whole institution. He shifted everything. He brought all the children to India, and then he settled down here in Mount Abu. He chose this place, and this place became the world headquarters of the Brahmakumaris institution. And then later, Baba gave this knowledge. Shiv Baba was coming. So whatever Shiv Baba spoke through Brahma, he was telling lot of knowledge. He was narrating lot of things. He was telling everything, what is going to happen in the past, present, future, telling the fortune, what the children are getting. So revealing everything. So revealing all the knowledge. So whatever knowledge Baba revealed, that knowledge was called Sakar Murlis. So Murli was nothing else. Murli was exactly those Mahavakya which God Shiva himself spoke through Brahma. Otherwise, we are thinking Murli is something which Sri Krishna is always playing a flute. It is not the flute that Sri Krishna had played. It is the Murli, the Gyan Murli, the Murli of knowledge, the flute of knowledge that Shiv Baba, those words, those great words of Shiv Baba, the great versions of Shiv Baba that he spoke through Brahma, that knowledge is called Murli. The knowledge which transforms us, the knowledge which changes everything in us. So that is called Murli. So what the versions that were spoken by Shiv Baba through Brahma, they are called Sakar Murli. And then when Baba and the whole children, when they shifted here in Mount Abu, so Baba used to come, and the knowledge was, then Shiv Baba gave the task of spreading this knowledge everywhere in the world. Then Baba sent all the children to the rest of the places, and they wanted each and every soul of the world should get this knowledge that God has incarnated, and He is giving this knowledge to us. He's the one who's doing the task of generation again, and he's transforming us. So that's how he sent so many sisters and to different parts of the world. And those sisters were later our dadis. and those dadis, they have created magic. Those were Shiv Shakti who established such big centers worldwide in India and abroad. So now you have seen the knowledge has spread to every part of the world. We are having lot of centers being made. Then there was a time when Brahma Baba left body. It was in 1969, 18th of January, when Brahma Baba shifted his seat from here. Then he shifted to the subtle region. It was also a beautiful time when Shiv Baba said, now the role of Brahma has changed, because now he has become accomplished in all his virtues. He has gained that position where now he has to serve the whole world, because all the worlds of the soul require him. So he has to change the seat. Now he can't do anything in his bodily form. That's why he acquired an angelic stage. So now Brahma's soul is not here, but the Brahma soul is in the subtle region as an angel. He's serving the whole world. He's serving the souls of the whole world. And we still see that Brahma, he comes with Shiv Baba, and then he is doing the task of transformation. The Brahma's task is not yet complete, because when the golden age is going to come, then only the Brahma's task will be finished. But then there were a lot of Brahmins who were thinking at that time that there is no Brahma now. Now who is going to give the knowledge? How would Shiv Baba come? Because Brahma was the only chariot of Shiv Baba. He was the only Rath of Shiv Baba. Now then Shiv Baba revealed later that when you see Shivling in a temple, then you must have seen in a Shiva's temple that there is a bull there in front of the Shivling, and then you see a calf there who's sitting at the back. So there are two chariots of Shiv Baba, not just one chariot. So first of all, Shiv Baba came in Brahma Baba's body, and then he said, I'm going to take another body, and that is of Dadi Gulzar. Now both Brahma Baba and Shiv Baba, they are called Bab Dada together, and they started coming in Dadi Gulzar's body, and there was a lot of transformation in the versions that Bab Dada spoke later, because earlier when Shiv Baba used to come in Brahma Baba's body, those Murlis were more knowledge based, and now when they both were coming in Dadi Gulzar's body, those Murlis were based on virtues and lot of dharana, lot of embodiment of virtues. So Baba was more concerned that now children should work more to imbibe a lot of virtues in them, and that's how the dharana yukta, the embodiment of the imbibement of virtues started after that. So those murlis were called avyakt murlis, and later on this process started, and we saw a lot of Brahmins, a lot of families, they now started coming together, and we are the Brahmakumaris became a very big institution run by women only, and it has spread globally now, and there are a lot of families. I think 1 million children of Baba are now who are completely regularly following the practice and practicing meditation, and they are daily listening to Baba's Murli, and they have changed their life, transformed everything in their life, and living a life of purity, absolute celibacy. And that's how Shiv Baba's task of transforming this world, these are the children who as Brahmins are now supporting Baba. They are making the vision of Baba, helping Baba to make his vision true. And that's how we are seeing now the institution has completed 84 years, and we are at the verge of the end of Kali Yuga. And with this end, we are experiencing that the task of Shiv Baba is now coming to an end. The age of Sangam Yuga is coming to an end, and the confluence age is going to finish very soon, and we'll be seeing golden age coming very soon, and Shri Krishna again taking birth. So it is the soul of Brahma only who is going to become Shri Krishna, and it is the soul of Om Radhe, who we know as Mama, who is the real Saraswati. She would be becoming Lakshmi in golden age. So now the whole thing, with this whole thing, you must have had the vision, you must have understood that Shiv Baba is actually a seed. When we see the whole the knowledge that we have in our scriptures, we always talk about a kalpa tree, a tree of the whole human community. If we see about that kalpa tree, you must have heard that there is a kalpa tree in our scriptures, in Indian scriptures, in Hindu scriptures, in Jain scriptures also, and also in Christianity. There is a Christmas tree there. So what is the significance of the kalpa tree? Now, when we see the kalpa tree, there is a seed always. For a tree, we have to first sow the seed, and that's how the whole tree grows later. But who is the seed of this kalpa tree, the whole genealogical tree of the whole world? Shiv Paramatma, God Shiva, is the seed of this whole kalpa vriksha, the tree of humanity. So when he comes on earth, then he gives this knowledge, he starts giving this knowledge, and with this knowledge, first of all, Brahma and Saraswati, they are born, and then afterwards the whole community of Brahmins are born, and we all are mouth born children of Shiv Baba and Brahma Baba, and that's how we become the roots of the kalpa tree. And with this foundation, the foundation is so strong, the whole kalpa tree is going to emerge afterwards. But because we are the roots and Shiv Baba is also incognito, he's the seed, so nothing is visible. We all are under the ground. The foundation is under the ground. It's not visible. That is why there is no remembrance of the Brahmins and the Shiv Baba. Also, we don't know who he was, what he did. But something that comes out of the ground, that is Shri Krishna and Shri Radha, the two leaves that comes out of the ground, they are very much visible to the world. So people see the result coming out of the tapasya that we do, and that is the reason why, first of all, when Shri Radha and Shri Krishna comes in the golden age, people see them, and that is the reason why they relate everything to Krishna. Whatever knowledge God Shiva gave, we related that knowledge with Shri Krishna. Shiv Baba gave the knowledge of Gita, so we understood that Shri Krishna must have given the knowledge of Gita. So we gave the whole credit to Shri Krishna. So everything was done by Shiv Paramatma, everything was done by God Shiva. But now we have changed his name, and we have actually put the name of the creation of God Shiva, that is Shri Krishna. But then how? So God Shiva comes and establishes one religion, and that religion is called Adi Sanatan Devi Devta Dharam. And there was one religion, not many religions. There was one language, one kingdom, and one undistributable, undivided kingdom. So that was something which God Shiva himself established. And then this world continued till 2500 years. So it was just like one tana, one trunk of the whole tree. And then afterwards, when Dwapar Yuga came, we saw a big division happening, that this whole trunk gets divided into three parts. And first of all, the first preceptor came, and he was Ibrahim, and we saw people getting divided into another religion, which is called Islam. Then we are having one more preceptor coming, and that was Gautam Buddha. And after his coming, the souls of his community, they started coming, and the religion got established, and we now know it as Buddhism. And then another one came, Jesus Christ came, and Christianity was established. Then later on, in India also there was a division coming. It was through Shankaracharya who brought sannyas dharam into existence, and then so many sannyasis were born. And then we were having Muslim religion established by Muhammad Sahib, and later on Guru Nanak came, and similarly we were having lot of other communities being built, and people got just divided into those communities. There were a lot of branches now, and we all are just like leaves of those branches. and we are following them by heart. We are attached to our religions, and then afterwards, when the whole this kalpa tree becomes so old, 5,000 years old, then Shiv Baba comes again. And when he comes on Confluence Sage, he says, I'm going to put the sapling of the new tree back again. So he again makes Brahma. So Brahma, through Brahma, he is actually doing the task of reuniting all the religions. So he says that the new sapling is going to be put through the souls of all the religions. So he's uniting all the religions, and all the souls of the different religions are coming together at one point. And from that, a new tree is again emerging. A new sapling is being put by God Shiva, and that's how we will be seeing a new tree coming into picture very soon. A new world is starting very soon. So it is also just like a cycle. You see, when God Shiva comes, a tree, the tree of humanity grows. That's how. So it's a never-ending cycle. So every 5,000 years, and we see a new tree emerging. So this is the tree of humanity, and that's how it happens. So that's how we see the whole story of the institution of Brahmakumaris, and how Shiv Baba comes. And today our task is now to transform ourselves, because as we are seeing the signs of destruction, so many things are changing in the world, and we are living in a time of uncertainty, so anything can happen. But we are having a surety that Shiv Baba, we can connect ourselves with God, with the Supreme Soul, and receive His power. So before everything ends, it is our moral responsibility to fulfill ourselves with the virtues of God Shiva, with the virtues, so that we can come in golden age, we can come in silver age. And that's how the basic requirement for that is that we listen to what God has said. And that is something we are daily giving, the versions that God Shiva has told. We are daily listening to those versions, and those versions are called Murli. So Murli are being related every day at our centers. So you can go to our centers, visit our centers, and you can listen to Murli. But now it is lockdown, so centers are closed. So you can listen to Murli online. If you go to YouTube and search Brahmakumaris Murli, so you will get the online Murli, and you can listen to it. So every day early in the morning we listen to Murli. Not even a single day is there where God Shiva doesn't come and narrate us or tell us that what importance of the time is. The knowledge that he gives is so outstanding. It is transforming us. It is such a nice knowledge. It is the dose of the soul that we daily should give to the soul, so that the soul can think positive. So now, based on all these facts and all the information that we have had, all the knowledge that we have got, now we will be meditating for a few minutes. So bring your concentration back to the center of the forehead and visualize yourself as a point of light sitting in the center of the forehead. A sparkling, shining star. I am a peaceful stone. I am a blissful soul. A powerful soul. I am embodiment of all the virtues. A special child of God Shiva. My father is also just like me, ocean of knowledge. I am master ocean of knowledge. He is ocean of peace. I am master ocean of peace. He has incarnated into this world for such a good cause. All my prayers have been answered now. He has come to transform everyone, to bring a new world. I am receiving a gift of paradise. From the Supreme Father. I'm such a fortunate soul. That I understood everything, understood His knowledge. I'm a fortunate soul that I recognized Him in His true form. And now I am having a beautiful relation. And having great experiences. He's filling me with a lot of powers and virtues, preparing me for the new world. I am living my life as per the directions of God. I am doing Satkarma. Burning all my bad habits. Changing myself and becoming like a deity. I thank Shiv Baba for teaching me how to live. How to be happy. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, children. So, how was it? Was it good? So, is there any confusion with the story? I hope all of you got how Baba, Shiv Baba incarnated into Brahma Baba's body and how everything changed later on. So, I think now you have a very good idea of what the knowledge is all about. And I think this is the end of our course. So, we have undergone through the whole course and a lot of things you already know now, and I think you have the understanding about spirituality, how to meditate, who is Shiv Baba. He's the God. There should not be anyone in between me and Baba, so we should be directly connected to the Baba, to the God now. So if there is any confusion, you can just ask me. If there are any questions, please let me know. We are open for your questions now. Okay. You can unmute yourself and ask questions.
Didi, I have a question.
Yes, Madhviji.
Didi, when did Brahma Baba leaves his body?
It was 1969.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So was the story well understood?
Yes, Didi.
Yes, yes, Didi.
Wasn't that an inspiring story?
Yes, Didi.
Yes, Didi.
Yes, Didi. Yes, Didi.
Okay.
And we all the
Yes,
home
Didi.
solution.
We all are what? We all are what? I couldn't understand. Okay, so is there any other question?
Didi. Didi, I have a question.
Yes,
Didi, you,
please.
Didi, it's not related to today's class, but it's from my side that I
Okay.
am a JE aspirant for year 2022. So,
Uh-huh.
what sankalp I should take in my meditation?
Okay, you should think about that. First of all, what time do you wake up in the morning?
Didi, I wake up at 7, but before I also wake up in Amrit Vela for meditation.
Okay, whatever time you wake up, the first thought that should come into your mind is you are actually creating your own paper, your own examination. So, whatever things you study, only those things are going to come in your examination. That's a new way of thinking, I'm telling you. Secondly, first is this thing that you should have the confidence inside, have faith in yourself, have faith in your fate and destiny. That first of all, whatever you will be studying, only those things will be coming in the examination. Okay, so
Yes,
first is
Didi.
this thing. Second thing is that if you are studying whatever subject you are studying, if you are studying physics, chemistry, maths, whatever subject is there, because you are a JE aspirant, so you will be having physics, chemistry, maths, PCM, or I don't know if you are having biology or not,
No,
but
Didi, only
PCM.
PCM.
It is PCM. Okay, so physics, chemistry, maths. So just write the numbers that you want or the ranking that you want in the JEE, the what ranking you want or the numbers that you want for that particular subject. Just write those numbers on the top page of your book. So if you will be writing that number, that what score do you actually want in this particular subject, just write it big on the top page of your book. So whenever you will be picking that book na, you will be looking that number only, that your vision is to have this much score in this particular subject. So then you automatically will have the inspiration and the motivation of learning. Oh my god, I have to work really hard. Oh my god, I have to really make a lot of efforts to score this much. Then your mind is not going to set down. Then your mind will always be high, thinking high. Your mind will not adjust, or your mind will not make any kind of sacrifice or any kind of compromise in anything. That no, even if I won't score this much, nothing is going to happen. So if you will be having a concrete vision in your mind about your score that you want, then your motivation, your inspiration, the pull, your willpower is going to act in that one particular direction. It will be channelized. So this is a way to channelize yourself. So if just put that score on the books, and always when you start your study, so if you are studying physics, just meditate for 1 or 2 minutes, that this score is something which I am definitely going to score. This score I'll definitely going to get. There is nothing in this world that can actually refuse me, that can actually prevent me from having this score. I will be having this score that is firm. Yes, and believe in it, have faith in it. So your education, your study, your efforts are going to be in that way only. So these are two important things that you will be doing. First of all, when you will be waking up in the morning, and also you can do it when you sleep in the night. Just check yourself when you wake up in the morning. Just have this firm faith that whatever you have studied, only those things are going to come in your examination. The examiner will only have the thoughts of those questions that you have already studied, that you already know. He will be making paper according to you. The meditators have the capability, they have that power to generate their destiny, to create their future by themselves. We as meditators have got that power. People don't believe in meditation, that is the reason why they suffer. But the yogis of the world, actually they create everything on earth. So believe in it, children. If you really want to score high, if you really want all your dreams to become successful, believe in this thing, have firm faith in this thing, that whatever you think for yourself, it is going to become true. It is going to become true. So when you wake up in the morning, have a very beautiful vision for yourself. Think very positive about yourself, what you will be doing after your studies, or just think very positive, make a very beautiful image of yours, and whatever you want in your life, just make an image of that, and it is going to become true for you. Okay, so is
Yes,
it
Didi.
is it well understood?
Yes, Didi, I will surely do this.
Okay.
Thank you, Didi. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So, is there any other question?
Didi, in which year Shiv Baba came first in Gulzar Dadi?
In Gulzar Dadi's body,
Yes, Didi.
I think in 1969 only, when Brahma Baba left body in January, and after few months, Baba started coming in Gulzar Dadi's body. So we are having Abhyakt Murlis from 1969 only. Because Baba had to come so that he should give the clarification to all the children, that the task of Shiv Baba is not yet complete, the task of generation is not yet complete. So that is why Shiv Baba came in Dadi Gulzar's body after a few months, and he explained everything, that now from now on, my chariot has changed. The Rath that I acquired first was Brahma, and this is my second Rath. Dadi Gulzar is my second chariot. So I will, from now on, I will be coming in her body. So Baba changed his chariot. Okay, Prithvi Raj is having a question. Yes, Prithvi Raj.
This is not related to this, but I have a question that
Yes.
if if uh, uh, if all the persons are eating drugs, smoking, so if they in the box there is written it is not good for health, then why are they selling it?
Yes, a very accurate question and a very appropriate question. If the drugs are not good for health, if the cigarette is not good for health, then why is government selling the cigarettes? And why even the people, even the cigarette packet is having this warning: the cigarette smoking is injurious to health, and yet people are buying it and they are consuming it and they are having it. They are still smoking so what is the reason behind it? The reason behind this thing is the intention of harming They do not have the understanding or the deep, you can say, the realization of this thing, that this thing is injurious to me. They believe that nothing is going to happen. Secondly, people are having lot of confusion, lot of ignorance in their minds, and there is lot of, stress, you can see, a lot of depression. People are in lot of tensions nowadays, and they are surrounded with lot of problems. So they want an escape from the problems. They want to run away from the problems for some time. So what this cigarette is doing, actually, this cigarette is giving them intoxication, a kind of a nasha. And when you have this nasha, then for a very little time, you become free from your tensions. You feel that I do not have any tensions now, because you do not think that you are at right this moment. You feel as if you are at a different level of understanding and thinking. And that is why people smoking, people are drinking alcohol, and people are taking drugs to feel, to have that euphoria. We call it as euphoria. I don't know if you are aware of this word or not, but people call it as euphoria, which means your mind reaches to a level where you can think something different other than your problems. So it's a very narrow escape, children. It means they are trying to avoid their problems. They are trying to avoid their present state. But then when this intoxication is over, when the nasha is gone down, when the effect of alcohol decreases in their body, when the effect of drugs decreases in their body, when the effect of cigarette decreases in their body, they are again back to those problems. So then they feel, oh my god, my head is having so much of pain now, there's a lot of headache in my here, lot of body pain they feel, and they again feel like having drugs, and they again feel like consuming alcohol and cigarettes. So the body becomes habitual of taking all these things. And then because the body becomes habitual, the body becomes a kind of diseased. The body becomes kind of demanding, I need alcohol, I need drugs, I need cigarette. And then the soul becomes very less in power. The soul has lost all its power, and now the body is becomes a ruler. Body is saying to the soul, I want this. And that's how the people lost, just lose their consciousness. They are not able to decide for themselves what is right and what is wrong. And they buy the alcohol, they buy cigarettes, they buy the drugs without even thinking that how injurious they are for them. Okay, so it happens with, gradually, when they become habitual of eating those things, consuming those things. Thirdly, children, what happens, why government has permitted to sell that alcohol and to sell cigarettes in the market? Why government is promoting it? The government is promoting it because this is Kali Yuga. First of all, we are living in a world which is full of vices, which is a bad world, you can say, where even government knows that this is injurious to the health of the public, but still they want a revenue, they want money from to be earned from these things. And because alcohol is very expensive, cigarettes are expensive, so people, those who are habitual of cigarettes and alcohol, they will go to the market and they will buy it at any cost. So government knows, even if we are putting uh, these things very expensive in the market, still the people are going to come and buy it. So government is earning money out of it. Government wants money, revenue. So that is why they don't stop selling cigarettes, and they don't stop selling alcohol. These are the reasons. So it is the bad intention. First bad intention is to to earn money, to become rich. The government wants more money. Secondly, the intention of the one who's buying it, the intention is to have self gratification, to get rid of their problems. and all these things, they just accumulate, and that's how this business is growing. The business of selling alcohol and the business of selling cigarettes and selling drugs, these things are increasing in today's world now. So we all are trying to bring people back to normal. How? By making them learn meditation. We are telling them that without having cigarettes, without having alcohol, without having drugs, you can raise your conscious level to that higher level, and you can forget about all those tensions. Without having these substances, these things, bad things, you can actually get rid of all your problems when you connect to God, because God is going to make your soul very halka, very very light, and he is going to release you from all the problems and the tensions. So the best way to have happiness, to have peace in your life, is your connection with the supreme soul. Okay, understood?
Did you have one more question?
Yes, Prithviraj.
If the sellers have written that it is injurious to health, then why are they selling?
Because it is government norm, Prithviraj. Government has said that you will have to write this thing on the packet of the cigarette and on the bottle of the alcohol, that this thing is injurious to health and this thing can cause you cancer. So it is compulsory. These are rules made by the government, that you will have to mention this thing on the packet of the cigarette and on the bottle of an alcohol. But no one reads those things, no one reads those warnings. Everyone consumes it because it is not the information or the knowledge that is driving the soul. It is the need of that person that drives him. Okay, it is my habit, my bad habit, that is driving me to consume it. Okay.
Paritosh,
Okay. Okay, Prithviraj, did you get your answer? Okay.
Yes, Didi, Daddy.
So,
Paritosh, अब
yes.
आप बोलिए.
Okay. Om Shanti Didi, thank you so much for giving this devotee of knowledge today. You told the story of Brahmakumari. Didi, you told Brahma Baba was a devotee of Vishnu. One day when he was meditating, he listened. After some days, he saw red light vision of all over the space. Soul are there, peace is the there. After some time, he want to brand the he saw how the world is destroyed and come to golden age.
Okay.
When Baba read Gita, all family members come to near to him. Family members saw Lord Krishna is standing in front of him. Improve Brahma meditate Arjun. They then governed the Brahmakumari and its spread to all over the world, and the whole world now mouthpiece of Brahma Baba. You gave the knowledge of yoga written in San 350 people. Shiv Baba told my birthplace is Bharat. Shiv Baba spoke the Murli by Brahma Babas, then Gun Gujjal Didi. You give the knowledge, Kalpa tree. Everything is done by Shiv Baba. Thank you, Didi. for
Thank you so
teaching
much.
us for so
Thank you
many
so
things.
much, Paritosh.
And I will always remember it and take it for my always life. Thank you. Om
Thank you
Shanti.
so much. Thank you.
बहुत
Thank you,
अच्छा
Didi.
बोला। थैंक यू शिविका बहन, आपने बहुत अच्छा बच्चों का क्लास लिया और बच्चों को नॉलेज भी मिल गया और साथ ही साथ ऐसे ऐसे क्वेश्चन आपसे पूछे जिसको क्या हमारे में बुद्धि ना जाता हो ना, ऐसे ऐसे पता नहीं इनको कहाँ से माइंड में क्वेश्चन
मैं
आते
तो
हैं।
हैरान हो गई इन लोगों के सवाल सुन सुन करके। मैंने कहा ओ माय गॉड, ये बच्चे तो मेरे से भी आगे हैं। मैंने कहा कि हम लोग तो
वही तो,
पार कर देंगे।
इनके क्वेश्चन सुन सुन के पता नहीं इनकी बुद्धि कहाँ कहाँ जाती है। और अच्छा शिविका बहन पड़ी है सामने आंसर देने के लिए और बच्चे एक से बढ़कर एक क्वेश्चन कर रहे हैं और उनके आंसर आप दे रहे हो और वो खुश हो रहे हैं, संतुष्ट हो रहे हैं। चलो बच्चे अगर क्लियर होंगे तो बच्चों के लिए कहते हैं यही हमारा भविष्य है।
हाँ।
तो ये भी आगे अच्छे ये नॉलेज को पास करेंगे, खुद मेडिटेशन अच्छे से करेंगे, इसका फायदा लेंगे अपने जीवन में, तो दूसरों को भी मदद करेंगे, है ना। सही बच्चे थम्स दिखा रहे हैं, मतलब सभी संतुष्ट हैं, खुश हैं ना। और
Very
आज
happy.
सबने
Even I am also happy to have all of you, and all of you are now part of our family.
और आज ब्रह्मा
Small
बाबा की
small
जीवन
family.
कहानी सुन लिया, है ना, कि सब बच्चों से ही शुरू हुआ था और आप भी सब बच्चे है ना। तो सबको बहुत अच्छा लगा ना। हिंदी में तो पहले भी कोर्स किया हुआ है, सुना हुआ है, लेकिन आज कई बच्चों को कई वर्ड्स हिंदी के क्लियर नहीं होते थे और अच्छे से समझ नहीं पाते थे कई चीज, तो ये इंग्लिश में उनको और अच्छा क्लियर हो गया। खास लक्ष्य, लावित और परितोष, ये सब इंग्लिश वाले हैं जिनको कई चीज क्लियर ही नहीं होते थे। तो बहुत अच्छा आपने कोर्स बताया और बल्कि बीच बीच में ऐसे अभी क्लास लेते रहेंगे और सभी बच्चे ध्यान सुने। आपका आज क्लास एंड नहीं हो रहा है, ठीक है, ये क्लास आज से शुरू हो रहा है। जो न्यू बच्चे हैं, बाकी जो रेगुलर हैं वो पहले से वो कर ही रहे हैं, क्लास करते रहेंगे, क्योंकि कुछ बच्चे निकल गए हैं। तो हम आप सबको बता दें कि क्वेश्चन आंसर का पूरा सेशन रखेंगे एक दिन ना। शिविका दीदी पूरा एक दिन क्वेश्चन आंसर के सेशन के लिए आएंगे और आप लोगों को अपना क्वेश्चन और रेडी रखना, लेकिन हाँ ज्ञान से रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन होना चाहिए, आउट वाले क्वेश्चन नहीं। जैसे वो अभी नशा तो सरकार क्यों नहीं बंद कर, अरे उतना बुद्धि क्यों ले जाना है अभी तो आपको ये
बच्चे अपना जाता है और सोचो कि वहां पे क्यों लिखते हैं ये सब।
आपको बस अपने से कि हमारा बुद्धि शिव बाबा पे कैसे लगे, हम अपना कंसंट्रेशन पावर कैसे बढ़ाएं, कैसे योग लगाएं, कैसे बाबा से प्यार करें, कैसे हम अपना होमवर्क अच्छा करें, कैसे पढ़ाई में आगे, इस प्रकार से क्वेश्चन पूछो ना भाई। कैसे खुश रहें, कैसे एंजॉय करें, ऐसा पूछना है। और ज्ञान की जो अभी कोर्स आपने किए उसमें के जो पॉइंट्स आपको क्लियर ना हो वो आप पूछना, जो आपके लिए फायदेमंद है। बाकी और लगता है कि आपकी बुद्धि घूम रही है तो पूछ लेना, मना नहीं है, वो भी पूछ लेना, लेकिन यहाँ तक बुद्धि ले जाने की आप लोगों की जरूरत नहीं है, ठीक है। अभी आपको सिर्फ पढ़ाई करना है, शिव बाबा को प्यार से याद करना है और लाइफ को एंजॉय करना है, बस यही अपना लक्ष्य बनाना है, ठीक है। तो आयुष भी बैठा है क्या? आयुष इतना छोटा बच्चा है, 5-6 साल का होगा, 5 साल का ही होगा, इतना अच्छे से बैठता है, मैंने देखा है इसको, एकदम शांति से, ऐसा लगता है पूरा समझ रहा है। अभी मैं पूछूंगी आयुष, अभी शिविका दीदी ने आप लोगों को अच्छे से पढ़ाया है, अब क्या पढ़े हो ना वो मैं पूछूंगी, तो पता चलेगा कितना समझे हो, ठीक है। अब मुझे बताना, क्योंकि मुझे आप लोगों को जैसे इंग्लिश तो आती नहीं है, तो मैं आप लोगों के से हिंदी में पूछूंगी, आप मुझे जवाब देना कि सचमुच में आप कितना समझे हो। तब तो आप लोगों का जो कोर्स कराया है वो सार्थक होगा। और दूसरी बात, कल गुरुवार है और गुरुवार को जैसे हम शिव बाबा को भोग लगाते हैं, कल वैसा क्लास रहेगा, गुरुवार की क्लास। और फिर नेक्स्ट डे 18 तारीख को क्या नाम है, सुप्रिया बहन ना, माउंट आबू, वो भी शांतिवन माउंट आबू से हैं, उनका क्लास रहेगा आप लोगों के लिए, बहुत अच्छे टॉपिक पर वो आप लोगों को लेक्चर देने आएंगे। तो सुप्रिया बहन का क्लास है। और संडे को रितु ठक्कर जो मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर है, जो पहले भी आप लोगों की क्लास ले चुकी है, तो उनका क्लास संडे को रहेगा, इसलिए कोई भी क्लास मिस नहीं करना, ठीक है। तो अभी और उसके बाद बीच में बीच बीच में शिविका दीदी आएंगी और आप लोगों की भी अभी कुछ पॉइंट्स कहीं कहीं छूटे भी होंगे, वो भी आप लोगों को कवर करेंगे बीच में। शिविका बहन, आप बीच में और टाइम देंगे ना? ओके,
जरूर जरूर जरूर।
हाँ, तो अभी क्योंकि अभी तो आपको एक सीरियल बाई आपको बेसिक नॉलेज दिया, बेसिक कोर्स करा दिया है, लेकिन अभी तो बहुत कुछ बचे हैं। तो आप लोगों को बीच बीच में हम शिविका दीदी को कहेंगे जो आपका क्वेश्चन आंसर तो लेंगे और आपको और आगे भी कुछ पॉइंट्स रह गए होंगे वो भी कवर कराएंगे ना। तो इसी बीच में कुछ मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर्स के भी क्लास होंगे, कुछ अदर्स भाई बहनों के भी क्लास हैं, फिर आप लोगों का वो जय गोपाल भाई जी का भी क्लास पेंडिंग में है, उनका भी क्लास रखना है ना, पोस्टपोन हो गया था। तो इस प्रकार से क्लासेस अभी कंटिन्यू रहेंगे, ठीक है। तो अभी का क्लास हम यहीं पे एंड करेंगे। डांस, ओहो, हाँ आयुष देखो आज शिविका बहन भी खुशी के मारे डांस कर रहे हैं, आपके साथ डांस करने वाले हैं। आयुष ये खास डांस के लिए बैठता है ना आयुष? आपको क्लास समझ में आती है? अच्छा, आती बोल रहा है।
आयुष है और लक्ष्य and Lovit, they both are such good listeners. I'm so amazed to see Lovit. He is such a good listener.
है ना,
And
वो भी
then
बड़ा
we are
अच्छा
having
डांस
Paritosh.
सुनते हैं।
Paritosh is also a very good listener. And a lot many children are there. I mean, I think the Kavya, Bhumika, Prasiddhi, Prachi, they all are very good listeners. I'm not aware of the rest of the children because I can't see their videos open, but all of those children who have been very much regular, and I really appreciate all of you that you have been listening to the course so attentively and you have learned everything. So kudos to you and congratulations to all of you. Okay, thank you so much.
ये बच्चे डांस करने वाले हैं, हम डांस
Okay,
डांस
good,
कह
carry
रहे हैं।
on. Do
तो
balle
आप
balle.
एक सॉन्ग प्ले करते हैं, आप सब डांस के लिए रेडी हो? खड़े हो जाओ, फिर आयुष खड़े हो जाओ, क्योंकि वो इंतजार करते हैं डांस के लिए।
Okay, okay, carry on.
तो नव्या आपकी तरफ से बजेगा काव्या या हम प्ले करें?
दीदी स्क्रीन शेयर करनी होगी।
ओके
ओके, हाँ, आपको हमको होस्ट बना देते हैं। काव्या को बनाना है ना?
हाँ, काव्या को। इस सॉन्ग में भी देखती हूँ इसमें होगा तो। चलो हम लगा रहे हैं।
ओके दीदी मैं चलती हूँ क्योंकि मुझे थोड़ा दूसरा
हाँ,
भी काम है।
ठीक है, ओके।
ठीक है।
ठीक है
ओम
बच्चे,
शांति दीदी।
ओम शांति, थैंक
ओम
यू।
शांति, बाय बाय, सी
ओम
यू
शांति
अगेन,
दीदी।
बाय बाय,
ओम शांति दीदी।
ओम शांति दीदी, बाय बाय।
बाय बाय।
ओम शांति दीदी।
ओम शांति, बाय बाय,
ओम शांति दीदी, बाय बाय।
बाय बाय।
चलो पंजाबी सुनो, उसमें होगा।